Yes, I hope everyone is having a beautiful morning. I am having a beautiful morning on this beautiful Monday. It's very, very windy outside. Very windy outside. Yes. I hope that your weekend was amazing. It was dope, and that you shared it with your friends and your loved ones. Mine was solo dolo. You know, I like my peace. I like my tranquility. And this is what we all need to be searching for is tranquility and peace. Even though it's difficult and hard during this time and era, but you can find a little tranquility and a little peace. So what is this topic talking about? What is this topic is talking about for me and you? Right? Um, I was always considered a trooper. I was always considered a trooper. If anybody know what a trooper is? A trooper is a one that likes to troop, that likes to walk, that will walk from here to West Bubba, Bubba, Bubba F. You know what I'm saying? They will walk to here to all the way to Brooklyn. Those are troopers. We consider those troopers. And the reason why you consider these troopers because they breed different. A lot of them is solo. They like to travel alone, and they are troopers, and they are dolo. They can even roll with a crew, or they can just be a loner and just walk, walk, walk. And some of these guys and some of these women and men are still here today, right? I want you to give a round of applause for the troopers. Some of us is here, and some of us is not here. Some of us is breed different, and we had to walk up hills and stairs. You know, we had to walk up hills instead, and staircases. Always constantly walking up against the odds, walking up hills, long hills, right? Walking up stairs. Then you walk up a hill. Then you walk up another hill, right? Some of us may walk up 3 hills and stairs just to get the flat land. So these are troopers in that sense. And if anybody want to know what a trooper is, just ask um some of your old timers, some of your like your uncles and your aunts and your fathers, stuff like that. That's up in age, that's 40 and in their 50s. You know, those a lot of them that's living in that age, they are troopers. This name is an old school name. It's an old school name. Now, if you was a trooper, you was a trooper. You know those days where that you didn't have car fare, right? And that was a time when MTA and transit wasn't playing that you was hopping the train. They would stop the buses, right, and tell you to get off because you didn't that you didn't pay, that you didn't pay. This is an actually true fact. So, I am a trooper. I'm from that era. I've always been a trooper. You see, with troopers are breed different. They breed different. They of a different breed, a rare breed. There's not many troopers still around, but there are some that's still in existence. So the shout out to the troopers that's still in existence. A lot of troopers is not here. A lot of troopers are not here. You know, this was back in the 80s, 70s, and 80s and 90s trooper era. You know, and they use these terminology because you was a trooper. You you walking all the way from, let's just say you walking all the way from I'm gonna say this right here. I'm gonna give a scenario, and this is for the people that's in the Bronx. Say that you walking all the way from 138th in the Grand Concourse all the way to Longwood. I mean Woodlawn. Sorry, Woodlawn. You walking from 138th in Grand Concourse all the way up to Woodlawn, or you walking from 149th Grand Concourse, right? You walking all the way up to Dyer Avenue. Those are troopers, and some of these troopers even did that, right, without having water. They do it just walk, 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 really fast. Their calves is huge, Their lungs is expand. So these individuals are breed different because they are trooping. They are walking, trooping through some of the toughest times, some of these toughest neighborhoods, man. So I always been a trooper. It's in my blood, it's in my DNA to be a trooper. Thank you so much that you subscribe. I really appreciate it. So these troopers are few in number. They few in number now. There's not a lot of troopers. But there still are some that's still in this era right now. Some of them is low key and some of them is relaxing. They not trooping no more because they got cars and stuff like that. So, but if you are a trooper, if you are a trooper, if you can walk from, let's just say you in Brooklyn, you walk from Eastern Parkway from Franklin, right? You walk from Franklin and you walk straight up all the way to East New York, right? Or you walk from Franklin, right? You walk from, in fact, you walk from Utica. You walk from Utica, you on Eastern Parkway, right? And you walk all the way to Blake. Those are troopers. New Yorkers are troopers. True New Yorkers are called troopers because this is our name. Because we used to troop. Some of us is to rolling packs, and some of us to be rolling dolo. This is an actual true fact. So if you was a trooper, get in my comments. What's your name? West Player, how you doing? How you doing, West Player? How you doing? I'm glad that you are here. I'm glad that you subscribe to me. You subscribe to one of my dopest channels, and I really appreciate it. This topic is talking about always been a trooper. Always been a trooper. Trooper are built different. They build different. And I've always been a trooper dolo. Dolo, to go to places dolo by myself, to take hikes, long walks for days on end. These troopers, and I'm telling you, they can walk from Fordham, let's just say Fordham, all the way to the George Washington Bridge and beyond. George Washington, Fort Lee. They can walk from Fordham, go all the way to Jersey, cross over the George Washington Bridge into Fort Lee, and then walk back. I have done that because you are a trooper. We are all troopers in New York City. It's different. It's different. If you was a trooper, you was a trooper. You know that New York City had buses and trains, but there's some of us that walked up hills, 3 hills, and staircases each and every day. It's an actual true fact. Especially on the west side of the Bronx, nothing but all hills. The Bronx is nothing but hills. So these individuals are breed different. Walking up hills, your lungs, your calves, everything is different about you because you are a trooper. That's not go to say that nobody else is a trooper that's in they borough, like Queens, Manhattan, Manhattan, Brooklyn, the Bronx, Staten Island, all of these places, Yonkers, Mount Vernon, right, Rochester, Buffalo, these places, they are all troopers in their own way. Because each one of these boroughs breed their civilization different. We are all the same New Yorkers, but each one of these places are breed different. And this is why we're supposed to come together as New Yorkers. I'm an all-around New Yorker. I support New York, period. Whether it's upstate and whether it's here in the city, we are all New Yorkers. And I want to give a big shout out to Rochester and Buffalo. I love your guys, and I know you love me. Brooklyn is my second home. I want to give Brooklyn a shout out. I love you, Brooklyn. I want to let you know that. You know me and I know you. I love you. Straight up. Some of the dopest people that's in New York City. New Yorkers. So troopers is who we are. Troopers. I want you guys to get in my comment if you have experience of being a trooper. I remember some of the parties, some of the house parties used to be, let's just say it's 138 from Willis. Let's just say that, right? And the party would be all the way on Fordham. There would be groups of people trooping. Or it could be 2 people trooping. Wasn't even on the train or buses. They used to troop and stomp to the grounds to get to their location. And they wasn't tired. And these individuals didn't even have water. I'm telling you, you know, so a big shout out to the troopers that's still here, that still are relevant, and that still have motion and movement about yourself. Keep up the great work, keep up the energy, and I'm always gonna be stamped as a trooper. If you know, you know. Peace to the troopers. Peace, y'all. Peace, peace, peace. Peace, peace. Peace.